Well, hello and welcome to On the Spot. It's our weekly live stream. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. We had a little bit of a technical error that we have solved now. So thanks for sticking with us. And especially thank you to Shirley for going around making sure that everybody knows that we are streaming. So good to see you. If you haven't seen the show before, every single week, Mondays, 6 p.m., we get together and we tell you what's going on at the Comedy Spot. We give you a preview of the shows that are happening this week. And we also interview a special guest. So I'm really stoked to bring you our special guest today. I'm going to flip over. Of course, Jordan, my co-host, is always here. And tonight we have Dustin. So welcome. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
it's nice to be here.
Yeah, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you nervous?
I'd rather be on stage than like anytime I'm filmed. I always feel like weird. Like I don't know what to do with my hands or my body.
It's also very kind of you to answer his question where you're on film. He's like, "So are you nervous to
Are you
be on
nervous?
film?"
Are you nervous? Yes.
Dustin, thank you for joining us today. Before we get into it, you were panning for gold today.
I was panning for gold today.
How is that?
I realized I don't know how to pan for gold. Like I stuck the pan into like the dirt and then like swirled it around. But then I was like, there has to be a technique to this. But there was no service, so I couldn't look up how to pan for gold.
You weren't like in your backyard doing this.
No, I was at the Yuba River.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went for work.
Got you. All right.
Because your work was like, we need to find this gold and it has to be you to do it.
My work is now I'm a gold miner.
I hope you learn the technique soon then.
Yeah. So for work, I work with adults with special needs, and we do a lot of like social and recreational activities.
Oh,
and
cool.
so this
Heck yeah.
was our activity for the day. So it's really cool that we get to do stuff. And really, when it came down to it, even though I didn't do a good job at panning for gold and I found no gold, we hung out at the river, which was really nice. So
Yeah, that's a good day.
Yeah, I feel like it was a win.
Yeah.
Also, I'm getting paid to pet cats now. we do volunteer work, so we just started volunteering at a cat shelter. And
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
So that is pretty awesome. But like I go there and I'm like, oh, I could take this one home and this one home.
Are you allergic to cats? I guess not, right?
No, I have 3 cats.
Oh.
You can be like, join the family, come home with
Yeah,
me.
so it's more just like I shouldn't like that. I feel like 3 is like too many. Also, like I'm single, and I feel like if I'm ever like, they're like, you have pets? I'm like, yeah, 3 cats.
Wow,
it's usually not met very well.
There's definitely a single to cat ratio.
Yeah, that.
I heard, what is it, like it's one more cat than adult in the household.
Yes.
Is what you could have. So if you're like one person, you could have 2. If it's 2 people, you could have 3.
So you've already exceeded your...
I've
You've exceeded it.
my cat ratio. And then I have 2 dogs as well. So
Oh my gosh.
gosh.
It's menagerie.
yeah.
You're really out. If they decide to revolt, it's going to be bad.
Oh yeah, like if I sleep too long.
Shirley's on here already. Commented. She said, Dustin is even cooler than I already thought. What a good dude. So...
True.
He doesn't take, oh, what am I trying to say? you're like,
Yes, I don't take. No taking.
I'm having a long day.
I used to volunteer at a cat shelter, and there's a period of my life where all of the photos are cats. Because it's just like every time I saw a cute one at the shelter, I'd take a photo of it. And so it's just like cat, 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 cat.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm allergic to cats. Yeah. I can't have any.
But if you weren't, would you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Cats don't like me.
They don't like you?
No.
Okay, sorry. I might have to side with the cats on that.
I agree. I think there's something that they sense and they're like, nope, get the hell out of here.
Although I heard that like it's usually cats typically like go towards people that don't like them because they don't like to be like rushed. So it's the people that are like, no, I'm not going to touch you. And then they come to versus people like, oh, cat. And they like go in for the cat. A lot of times that's too much for them.
Gotcha. By the way, Shirley clarified my thoughts from earlier. I was trying to say compliments.
Oh.
So sorry about that. My brain just stopped working mid-sentence. So, all right. So this is how we do the show. It's a live show, so you get to ask any questions, stuff like that. You get to give comments like Shirley. What we're going to do is we're going to go into our interview section. So that means I'm going to just like not be here for a second. And then Jordan's going to interview Dustin. Because what we do is we take all these clips and we chop them up so we can use them on social media. That way we get a little bit more eyes on what we're doing and stuff like that. So we're going to pretend that Dustin wasn't here at all, and we're meeting him for the first time. And I'm gonna have Jordan take over and do the interview. Okay, we're all framed up and ready to go.
Heck yeah!
Are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
I'll give you the point. So don't look at me, Dustin. Just look at the camera. I'm not here. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to black and 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Dustin. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here for the first time right now.
Wow, wonderful. Okay, so Genre High is this week. Can you give us an idea of what the show is about?
So Genre High is a completely improvised one-act play, and our overall theme is that it's set in an imaginary high school world. So for the show, we have a wheel with different genres and themes. An audience member spins that wheel, and then whatever it lands on, then we will get a couple of made-up titles from the audience, and then the audience gets to vote on the title they want to see for the night, and then we do a fully improvised play from start to finish with that theme inspired by the title from the audience.
Wow. That's really kind of you to take the audience ideas and then turn them into a full play.
Yes, I do it for them. I'm a giver.
You're so benevolent. When did you start at the Comedy Spot, and what made you want to do improv?
Oh, so I started at the Comedy Spot in 2019. So I started like just before the pandemic. So actually, if we rewind, my very first show at the Comedy Spot was actually 2013 or 2014. Came and did a festival show.
Whoa.
And so that was like the first time coming to the Sacramento Comedy Spot. And we didn't know they were giving awards, but we won like best group for that year, which was really cool. I came there with the theater that I used to be a part of, Made Up Theater, and our Group 5 play. So that was like my very first like Sacramento Comedy Spot. And then I moved to this area partly because I was like, well, I want to move away out of the Bay Area. But I was like, I still want to land close enough where there's improv. And so the Comedy Spot was like close enough where I'm like, okay, I could do stuff there. So I started taking classes in 2019 and went through all the levels, and then actually started to go through again. Got on a Herald team at that time. So this predates the Helix. And I got through one entire term. And then we were just starting on like our second rotation.
Oh, yeah.
And then the pandemic hit. And also, funny thing is that my very first ACL show was the last show before the world shut down. I was just it was one of those ones where I felt like I was like at a baseball game, and I came to the audience and was going to watch, and Brian's like, do you want to guess? I was like, oh, I brought my mitt.
My time is now.
My time is now. I'm making it. And then everything shut down. So it was my fault.
That's some aggressive feedback from the world on that one.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that you came here and won an award, and so then when you're moving, you're like, oh yeah, there was a theater that gave me an award. I wonder what they're up to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I messaged Brian. I was like, hey Brian, remember me? The award winner.
Remember me? I'm an award winner.
Oh yeah. So that's when I started at the Comedy Spot. But you asked also like what inspired me for improv.
Yeah.
So I watched a show in high school. And then I just had that like thought of like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I want to do that. But I also have that same stuff with things I can't do. Like I'll watch like a musical show and be like, that's amazing. I can't sing. And I'm like, I want to do that. I'll watch like Circus Olay and be like, oh, they could bend and twirl plates. I want to do that.
Yeah.
But improv was one of those ones that I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. Also a big inspiration was my older brother also does improv or did improv. And so I think it was also kind of that, like, as a younger kid, always like kind of wanting to be like him. And so then I started taking classes in high school and just kind of never stopped. So I think it's like probably one of the most consistent things I've done with my life is just some form of improv.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like I'm very inflexible, and so when I see people do acrobatics, I'm like, dang, it would be so cool to do that. But improv is generally just talking, so it's more accessible.
Yeah. I try to bring the acrobats into it.
I have seen you do push-ups on stage, so I think you're successful in bringing it in.
Okay. Producer Brian here. You can't see me, but you can hear me. He's done way more than push-ups on stage. We had to make entire policy at the Comedy Spot to make sure that he wasn't climbing on the back wall of the stage.
You have to answer for your crimes.
Oh, I haven't done that since, but there's still like times where like I do stuff and I'm like, oh shoot, sorry, Brian. Yeah, but so I feel like there's many moments where like I'm checking myself. Like in the show on Saturday, like I climbed into Sam's arms, and then immediately in the back of my mind I was like, I can't do this. I shouldn't be doing this. And I always realize like kind of in the moment when it's too late. Yeah.
I love a good mid-show panic where you're like, well, I'm here now and I have to keep going. So what are we going to do to solve this problem? Yeah. When you were in high school, were you part of, like, what kind of, were you like a nerd or a jock, or what group were you part of?
Oh, so I tried like football. But I don't know if that I would say I was a jock. I just wasn't very good at it. I think I wanted to be because like as a kid, I was super into football, and like if you asked me at like 10 years old, like I was like, I'm gonna grow up to be a professional football player. And then I started playing football, and honestly, I just wasn't very good. And so that, and then, yeah, I don't know, like I have a hard time actually putting myself in an actual like clique. Awkward, weird.
Is that a clique?
Yes.
Is this anything? We do love self-awareness in this house that you did football and then you were like, and I have to set down the mantle.
No, but I realized that very late. Like no. This is me now. Like, yeah. I think back then, like, I didn't want to realize it, you know. But now looking back, I could be like, yeah, I wasn't that good. But like back then, I think I definitely felt bad that I wasn't that good, because I remember like not starting and then being like, this sucks. And then I broke my finger, and then I couldn't play, and then just kind of moved away from it. Yeah. But it was like right about the time that I like pushed into improv. So yeah.
Now you're a starting player on improv teams.
Oh yeah. That's I've made it.
I hope that's some consolation in these trying times. Brian's laughing too hard, and it doesn't seem like it was that consoling.
I'm gonna maybe contact like my old football coach, who I think passed away. Which, so I'm gonna pray tonight.
Okay.
I made it.
I did it. I hope you're proud of me. Okay, I have some other questions for you. What's your favorite office supply?
Ooh, that's I like a highlighter.
Okay.
Because it's very bright in color. So I'm gonna go with highlighter.
Okay, and what's your least favorite office supply?
Oh, probably like a stapler. Okay. Just because I've accidentally in my life like stapled like my finger, like holding it. and then just squeezing too hard, like not thinking about it, and then stapling myself. So that's going to be my answer for worst.
Okay. And if a highlighter and a stapler fought, which one would win?
Oh, the highlighter, because it's going to highlight how mean the stapler can be.
That highlighter's going to stand up for me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I buy that.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you rather be a leaf or a root?
Oh, I'd rather be. Oh my gosh, this is. I was like a leaf, because then I could be like out and about.
Yeah.
But I'm like, most leaves die in a season. Like they burn bright and fast and then go away. A leaf on like an evergreen tree.
Nice.
Yeah.
That you found a good loophole on that one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, delete one vegetable from existence. Which one is it?
Good question. Onion? Second?
Oh, sorry.
was that the wrong answer?
No, it's just, that's really, why would you, okay, let me compose myself. Why would you want to delete onions from the list of vegetables?
I don't like raw onion. I think that's it. Like, I was thinking about a lot of vegetables, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. I could eat that. But like onion, at least just raw onion doesn't do it for me. Like, I think back of like, as a kid, like ordering a bean burrito, and then from like Taco Bell, and having just the little bits of crunchiness of like a flavor I didn't like. And I'd always be disappointed when they'd mess up that order. And then I'd try to eat it and just not chew, so that way I didn't bite into the onion. So that I would say that like I dislike raw onions.
I see.
I'm okay with like cooked onions.
Yeah.
Like an onion ring is good. Like a sauteed or a grilled onion's okay, but just raw onion I just don't like. So that's why. And I don't think there's any other vegetables that I can think of that I just dislike.
I'm just imagining a small child just mushing a bunch of beans around in their mouth. Just like,
Yeah, like really not chewing. Also, I don't chew a lot in general. Like I eat pretty fast, but I just remember like it was like,
Okay.
And so I just remember like I'd get it and be like, well, it was more like the biting, because you would bite it and then the little like onion flavored would get released into your mouth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, if I just don't chew it, and it's like a bean burrito, so it's like it's already pre-chewed. So like I felt like I was like I could get away with like, all right, let me just not chew it and just take a big swallow. That was one of those things. As I said it, I was like, that just.
I had a strong reaction because I cook with onions a lot. Like I don't eat onions as for their like existence, but I use them to flavor other things. Okay. And so I was I guess personally upset that you wanted to limit my ability to cook with onions going forward.
Oh, were you asking what you can't have anymore?
Yeah, actually, I'm taking all of my cues from you now, and so this is going to define how I cook going forward. No staplers. I've also actually hurt myself with a stapler, so I support that one.
So if it's cooked, it's okay.
Okay.
It's not like my absolute favorite, but like cooked onion I could do. It's the raw onion. I think it's just it's a very strong flavor.
Astringent.
Yes. And so, and then it's also like, especially in a bean burrito, it's such a different texture from everything else. Like it's too crunchy. So it's like it's a bad crunchy.
Yeah, you got your rice, you got your cheese, you got your beans, and that's all kind of like a very similar, like, I hate to say it, but viscosity. And onions are way different.
Yes.
Okay, bucket hat or baseball hat?
Oh, no hat.
Oh.
If that's none.
Okay. Or anti-hat.
I usually don't wear a hat.
Okay.
For Weird, Strange, Bizarre, we did a bit where we put on a hat and then we had to turn it around. And I had to be like, does somebody have a hat I could borrow? I think, so I used to, like, as a kid, I would wear, like, a baseball hat occasionally. But baseball would be, like a Volcom hat or, like, a skater hat. And now I put on a hat and I feel like I just look weird in it.
I wish we had a hat to put on you right now to try this out. Brian, do you have hats here? I thought you were gonna be like, and I had a really traumatic
Do you have a hat
experience.
drawer?
That's oh. There's a hat. There's a hat. Okay, let's find out. Wait, can I have the other one?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What is this? Monsters University, and yours is Savannah Bananas. Did you see the Savannah Bananas when they were in town?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I did. I have this Brian again, producer, can't see me, but I'm here. No, I did not see them when they were in town the first time, but I'd really like to go back.
Yeah, I want to see
they're coming again, so I'd really like to go when they come.
I want to see them again for sure. They're like okay, do you know like the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yes, I've only heard of them, and I know that Brian loves them with the like fan first concept of it. But I only know them because I've heard Brian talk about them. Other than that, and then I've heard they're like the Harlem Globetrotters. So that means that they just are. It's not real baseball. It's just like playful baseball.
They play like Brian here, producer, can't see me, but I'm here. They play real baseball, but then they also invented a thing called banana ball, which is like modified rules to baseball. So, like for example, if there's a fly ball and it goes into the stands, if a fan in the stands catches it, it's actually an out. And so they get to participate in the game.
That's cool.
Their games are no more than like 90 minutes long. They can't go any more than that. So wherever they're at 90 minutes, that's the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
It's like zhuzhing up baseball, but they do acrobatics and cool dance stuff. You might like them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we ready?
Are you okay? We should check in. Are you okay to put this hat on camera right now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's not like like this isn't a trauma.
Well, you want to check in. Okay.
But I appreciate that.
Okay. I think you look really regular.
Oh.
I think you look great.
I think it's more of that, like, you just get used to looking at yourself in a certain way.
Yeah.
And, like, since I never wear a hat anymore, I put it on and I'm just like, this is not the Dustin I'm used to looking at in the mirror. Just like I've had a beard for so long now, that a couple years ago for a bit, I shaved it. And that felt so weird.
Yeah.
Like, looking at myself, like, to be like, oh my gosh, this is my chin.
Who is this Dustin I see?
Yes.
What is it, staring back straight at me?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I think it's probably more of that. It's just it's different.
That makes sense.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to play a game.
Mm-hmm.
Brian has some categories for it. It's a game literally called Categories. So Brian will give us a category and we'll just trade back and forth trying to list things in the category until one of us runs out.
Okay.
Okay. Brian here can't see me, but you can hear me.
And it's good you announce that every time.
It's a bit.
Dustin, you can hear and see me.
Let's see. Places. Oh no, honeymoon spots.
Honeymoon spots.
Jamaica.
The beach.
Hawaii.
Oh my God, I ran out so fast. I said the beach and then I was like, and that's where my honeymoon will be. So I never thought about anything else. Okay, next one. I can start.
Let's see. Things to get in the mail.
Mail.
Oh, I've been getting these new things in the mail, which are like fake things about like a missed parcel. So that.
Sorry, they're trying to scam. How does that a scam work?
You have to call in and probably give them like information. But like since moving to Sacramento, I get at least one a week.
That's wild.
And at first I was like, well, maybe I did miss a package because I was just moving in or whatever. But then like I quickly looked up and I was like, oh no, this is a scam. And then I'm like, they know it's a scam. Why do they keep like allowing it to be delivered? So yes, that.
That's wild. Okay, coupons.
Like a finger if it was like a ransom for somebody.
A mug for your birthday.
A card from my aunt.
Clothing from Express that's going out of business.
Ooh, a smud bill.
Just a smaller mailbox.
Hopes. Just hopes.
Hopes?
Hopes, yeah,
Like the mail carrier just opens your mailbox and whispers their greets and then closes it?
Yeah.
I don't have a buzzer, but if I had one, that would be the buzzer right
Okay.
there.
Okay. Next category.
Things that can kill you. Things that can kill you.
Oh, Cobra.
Knife.
Carne asada that you choke on. That was me filtering like something that was bad. Like,
Yeah.
don't say that. Don't say that.
A gun.
Oh, a car.
Jumping off a too tall bridge.
Old age.
A lion.
Over. Just over.
It's over and we're done. Okay. One more category.
Things that you shouldn't touch.
Okay. I think I start. A kid that's not yours. I'm thinking like in the playground and you're trying to correct them. Sorry, everybody.
I agree with that. So hot stuff.
Electrical wire.
Oh, a mean dog.
I was going to go with an ostrich.
A poisonous snake.
A lion.
Lava.
Railroad tracks. Stay off of them.
Ooh, onions.
Somebody when they're driving a car.
Oh.
Sorry, did you say onions?
Yes.
Yes, we deleted them. Nobody can use them anymore.
Yeah.
Is it my
Is
turn?
that
or
it?
your turn? I think we lost it. Okay, well, don't touch those things.
Yeah.
Don't touch those things. Perfect. That was good. You guys look
you.
great in hats, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for loaning them to us.
Yeah.
here for
I
you.
feel very normal.
That's great because I asked you explicitly if you were okay with it before we put on the hats. So, okay, cool. So thank you so much for joining us today, Dustin. Everybody go see Genre High Friday at the Comedy Spot at 7:30 p.m. And where can they find you on the internet?
They could find me. Go to Genre High. We want more likes on that page.
Yeah.
So, Genre High Improv on Facebook. Instagram, I think it's genre_high_improv.
That's wonderful. Okay, everybody, go check out their show.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. You can sit there still, Dustin. It's okay.
I didn't know what to do. You told me I had to leave.
Yeah, in a second. In a second.
They're really good. Just saying goodbye.
I think
Getting up. You have to keep that in.
I think I went to black when he was getting I'm hoping that it's still there when I look at it later
Oh
on.
my gosh.
But the bit would have been great if he just would have kept going. just walked out the
Keeps
door.
the hat.
And then you see him in the window as he goes by. That was great. I have several
Okay.
comments that happened.
What do people got to say? Yeah, we can
People
take
were
it off.
just really excited. Like this was your Dustin origin story. Rick is on here, who I really like. He's super funny on Facebook, but he was like, Dustin said hi because they're talking about Genre High.
Yeah.
In the moment, it was fantastic. Kendra's here. Just wanted to shout out. Let's see. When we were talking about your football coach, Kendra suggested you just break out a Ouija board to let him know that you've made it. Also, Kendra was very upset that you don't like onions. She said that you are dead to her after that.
Whoa. Okay.
And I was like, over onions? And then I had put in the chat that I hate tomatoes and onions. And so Shirley put Sacramento Comedy Spot, no salsa.
Salsa's okay.
Yeah, I love salsa. I just don't like onions or tomatoes.
Okay, let me also, sorry, I have to cut
Yeah.
in here in this moment. Brian speaks of his own personal opinion, and his views do not represent the Sacramento Comedy Spot community
that
on
is
our
true.
views on onions and tomatoes.
That is absolutely true. Yeah, this is just...
I love tomatoes.
This is just me. All right, well, that was good. That was a good interview. Thank you. All right, so you
Now-
can...
Do I leave now?
Nope, stay. Okay, now what we're going to do is We're going to have Jordan talk about the shows that are coming up this week. So we'll have you now, yes, exit the that seat. But you can grab the other one and sit over here. And I'm going to readjust the camera so it's just Jordan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, there we go. Face.
Am I out of the shot?
Yep, you're out of the shot.
You get to lounge now.
Could you pull that microphone towards you, though? Perfect. And then, okay. Jordan, we're almost ready.
Okay.
All right. We're still live.
Well, yeah, they have to. We're adjusting things, so I thought I would make it briefly interesting.
All right, we're set to go. I'm gonna go to black screen, just so everybody knows. Yeah, we film this we film the show live, but we also do these segments. So here we go. Shows this week, and Jordan, I'll let you know when.
Hi, everybody. Here is what is happening at the Sacramento Comedy Spot this week. We have things going on every day, except for Sundays when we float the lazy river. On Thursday at 7:30 p.m., we have Big Day of Giving. There will be Improv Fight Club, which is 4 teams doing different formats, and you get to vote on which the winning team is. On Friday, we have Genre High at 7:30 p.m., which is an entirely improvised one-act play about being in high school. At 9 p.m. that day, we have Capital Punishment, which is an all-out pun battle. On Saturday at 7:30 p.m., we have Riot, which presents alternate realities and characters and fun through improv. And at 9 p.m. on Saturday, we have our our headlining show, which is Anti-Cooperation League, which interviews the audience and does scenes based on your lives. Like always, we have Open Mic Night Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Helix Night Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. So you should come out and join us on any of those days. You should follow us on Instagram at SatComedySpot and support us on Patreon at patreon.com/SatComedySpot.
Perfect.
You heard me almost say flagship there and then correct myself.
That's okay. That'll work.
It sounded like you said improv based on our lives. Which would be a fun,
Yeah, tell me a lie about yourself.
Like, all right, hey, come and tell us your biggest lie you've told
Yeah.
somebody.
Here, come on back over. You can take a seat there. And I made myself into a little window in between
fun.
you guys.
Yeah, we're not supposed to call ACL the flagship show anymore. We're supposed to say the headlining show.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like we the reason being, because Shirley picked up on that, I said not call the flagship show, because I think... Hold on, I gotta adjust the camera.
Sorry.
No, you did it. You're perfect.
It's just only me and then a little bit of Dustin.
And it was like zoomed in, so it was like your head was like hella close, and then it's okay. It's good now. It's good now. Yeah, but we decided not to call it flagship anymore just because it seemed dated and a little pretentious, and we're trying to have the brand of the show be accessible and fun, and so that's why we were like, we're pulling off of flagship, but we didn't have a descriptor for it, so we're just saying headlining show, so that's fine. But yeah, it's based on your lies.
I mean, people, I guess, could technically come and lie, but that would be wild.
I have a really good bullshit detector. Like, I can figure out when people are lying to me all the time. So if somebody did it in ACL, I would definitely call them out and be like, is that true? Mm-hmm. And then usually they're like, no, but I thought it would be fun.
Do you feel like you just, in life, you have good intuition in general?
Yes. Yeah, I have a great bullshit meter. And I know when people are talking about me, and I know when people are upset. I'm really good at figuring out like micro expressions and stuff like that. So I always tell Mignon I'm psychic, and she's always like, yes, I know you tell me that, but I'm actually right like so many times. Like I've called stuff like way in advance.
Well, have you heard of I know we've talked about this where I discovered I have ADHD. That's one of the ADHD superpowers.
Yes, that is one of the ADHD superpowers. So I always thought it was just, it turns out it's just my brain. That's how my brain works. I like it.
Great. Yeah. This is also good to know as an employee of yours that I can never lie to you or say anything untoward.
I have called so many things, like stuff that, like some of it's just basic stuff. Some of it's been like drama in the past. So I've called out to like Mignana, been like, you watch 2 weeks from now, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, you're being silly. And then it happens and she's always like, God dang it, you're always
Can you
right.
spill some of that drama?
We'll keep it a secret. It will just be us and the watchers right now.
No.
Oh, that would get more people to watch.
No.
Oh my God.
I have sworn secrecy about many things at the Comedy Spot, so...
You want to talk about being a leaf versus a root? A leaf would tell all the drama and then just flame out and fall from the tree.
It's fall.
I just feel like if I were to ever divulge important information, I don't know, like no one would be able to trust me then. So
Well, you'll just write a memoir at 80.
yeah. I was on stage the other night for ACL, and I said that Allie was sick and couldn't come to the show. That her tummy was hurting her, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's a HIPAA violation."
You got roasted for that
I
one.
was like, "I'm just saying she didn't feel good. I'm not trying to like call her out on anything." So, anyway, I'm gonna do my my weekly news updates and stuff like that, and then we'll just come back and we'll talk if that's okay.
Yep.
Cool. So stick around. All right, I'm going to go to my face. Oh, my God, my head's so big. Wait, can we come back and talk about something for a second?
Yes.
The three of us?
Yeah.
So, I am in the middle of a cleanse. Like, you can get the little bottles of stuff, and you take like 2 pills every day for 15 days, and it's a 15-day cleanse.
Sorry, like you like I have to get a colonoscopy cleanse?
Like, sure. Like,
okay. I wanted to know what level of cleansing we're talking about.
It says like after years, like you have a lot of toxins in your system that can't get out of like your innards, and so you do this cleanse.
Did you buy this at a gas station?
No, he got it in the mail. Somebody sent it to him.
Like right next to that, like tiger vein.
Listen, I did a lot of research online.
Okay.
And I settled on a
You're
Amazon
during
brand.
cleanse. What would you please, Brian, step into our office? What would you like to discuss about this cleanse?
This is day 2 of the cleanse, guys. And at first I didn't think the cleanse was working. Mm-hmm. It's definitely working. And it's making me really tired and it's been I don't want to get into details, but it's been an adventurous day today.
Are you saying that you need to leave right now in the middle of this broadcast?
I'm saying like I was just thinking I hope I get through the next 15 minutes without Justin leaving out or Dust. I called you Justin again.
He did this over the
I
weekend.
did this over the weekend.
Yeah.
What's going on? Don't go. Anyway, I'll be fine. But it went in my.
But in case you have to dart, I'll take over and I'll lead the comedy spot in your absence.
If you see me running, you'll know exactly what's going on. So.
Oh, now that we're talking about ACL, though, we have to talk about the moth. Because that.
Oh, that was great.
At ACL this weekend, there was a moth inside that kept flying over the audience. It flew on stage. Our volunteer actually eventually caught it and brought it outside. But it was one of the wilder things that has happened recently.
Yeah, I didn't even really. So I thought I was like one of the only people that saw this moth flying around, and but then Corky ended up doing a scene based on the moth that was flying around the whole time, and it took me a second to catch on that that's what we were doing.
The moth also roasted you for a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny. It's so funny, like when something happens like that, and then you get to use it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was really cool. But it did come up on the stage, and it was like knocking into Corrine at one point, and she was like she's trying to get rid of it.
It was wild.
It was comical.
Had never experienced that before, and so it was just flying over the audience, and I was like, "That's super distracting." But what do you can't like be like, sorry, I have to.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. It was like I'm trying to perform, and then there's a moth in my face. Oh, here's some tea that I can spill. Kendra is like, are Tessa and what's his face still together? Oh what's his face is Grant.
Yes, Grant.
And yes, Tessa and Grant are still together.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Yeah, they're very cute. I like to stir the pot sometimes, and so I keep asking when they're together. Like we went, I don't know, we were someplace, and then I was like, "So Grant, when are you gonna propose to Tessa?" And he was like, "Shut up, dude." So I don't know.
I think they talked about that on stage at Drunk Justice.
Yeah.
So they said no comedy spot. It will not happen at the comedy spot.
It will not happen at the comedy spot.
Yeah.
Which is probably a really good choice.
Which, let me tell you, everybody should come see Drunk Justice sometimes. It is so much fun. It is so rowdy. And that show especially was very rowdy. And I loved it.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Like, everybody, like, turned on Grant. Like,
yes.
They were legit mad at him.
Yes. He was like, it's a show. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
and
really...
Tessa very bravely stood up for him, and she helped calm the crowd
Yeah,
down.
she's like, I love him, everybody. Calm down. All right, I'm going to do my thing. I just want to... I had the cleanse thing come up.
You had a mid-show panic. What are we going to do about it?
As I touch my belly, I'm like, whoa. I've been trying to lose weight. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go do this thing. Okay, I'm going to bring up this. All right, so news and events. I'm going to record it. Perfect. First time out. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Going to black. Wait, I want to make sure that I'm centered. Okay, going to black. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, my name is Brian, and I am here to tell you about all the news and events happening around the comedy spot. Let's see. Let's dive in. First things first. Just around the river bend is how I'm starting off this segment. May 31st is going to be our Weird, Strange, Bizarre replay. We finally have shows chosen. They should be online, but come on out for May 31st. You can see some of the shows that you missed if you didn't go to Weird, Strange, Bizarre. We're also going to be streaming those shows too, so if you want, you can check those out. June 29th, we're going to do a Comedy Spot lip sync competition, which we've never done before. And right after Big Day of Giving this week, we're going to start putting together teams and stuff like that. So look for more information on that probably next week or the week after. I've already told you that Big Day of Giving is Thursday, May 2nd. This Thursday, May 2nd. We're going to have our Improv Fight Club at 7:30. But at 2 p.m., I'm doing a live stream. I'm doing a reverse strip prov fundraiser live stream starting at 2 p.m. Anytime you donate, I'm going to add another piece of clothing to my body. Cameron Damaski is going to be with me that day, helping to clothe me. So hopefully, if we get a lot of donations, I'll look like the girl who turns into a blueberry in Willy Wonka. So join us for the live stream, 2 p.m. this Thursday, May 2nd. As always, we have classes starting every single month at the Comedy Spot. I just wanted to give you a preview of all the classes that are happening in May and June. Take a look at this list. Improv 101 classes starting in May, 2 in May. We have a 201 class starting June 6th. Improv 301 starting June 25th. We have a musical improv class starting May 11th and improv games starting August 8th. Don't forget stand-up. We have a stand-up 101 class starting June 3rd and then a 201 May 7th and July 9th. We also have sketch writing coming up June 3rd, and I'm doing a brand new sketch comedy deep dive class that'll teach you characters and actually producing an entire show. That's June 6th. What else is happening? Oh, Improv Taste Test, of course. That's our drop-in improv class at the Comedy Spot every Monday at 7 p.m. That means it's going to be starting in just a few minutes. So if you're watching this now, run to the Comedy Spot. But if not, just stop in any Monday and try out some improv for the first time. Let me give you a May preview of what's happening since we're just coming up on it. Unscripted Melodies on May 10th. That's a show based on suggestion from the audience. So all musical show, just song after song after song based on your suggestions. Also May 10th at 9 o'clock, we have Triple Decker, which is three-person improv teams performing different forms. We have Drunk Justice coming back on May 17th. We have a great panel of people that are going to be arguing, and then a drunk panel of judges deciding who wins the debates. Bardic Improv coming up May 23rd. Stum Fatale's coming up May 30th, and that is kind of your May preview and all the news and stuff happening around the Comedy Spot. Hope to see you around. Bye. Boom. That's it. Back to all three of us. Well, Dustin has a graphic over his head. It just says follow us.
Follow us.
There you go. It's gone now.
Violet Beauregard.
Violet Beauregard. That's right. Yeah, I'm super stoked about
Wearing a bunch of shirts.
wearing a bunch of shirts for a good cause.
Yeah.
A good cause.
It's good that you have somebody helping you, because I've seen videos where people put them on themselves and then they can't get them off, but you won't have that problem.
I've also decided I'm going to buy some cold gel packs and put them on my body. And then that way I can have a bunch of stuff on me and I won't die.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink a lot of water.
Are you going to start naked?
No, I'm going to start in boxers and a t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be weird. But it's strip prov. So maybe I won't. I'll just have boxers and a shirt on. Kendra said, be careful because of heat stroke. Yes. We are going to make sure that, for one, I have a bunch of gel packs on me, and 2, lots of water. 3, Cameron is there to dress me and also to undress me if I say it's time to take everything off. We'll come up with a safe word, Kendra. She's like, have a safe word. Yeah, we will definitely. The first thing that went through my mind was safety on that. So, yes, I agree. I don't want to die. Shirley says moths freak her out. Yeah, they freak everybody out. They're
just really erratic, you know?
Yeah.
Why can't they be consistent?
In your face. All right. Well, that's all the things. If anybody has anything out there that they want to know. Oh, Dennis just put several poop emojis in the comments.
Mm-hmm. No, and Dennis, we get it. And Dennis, we're with you.
Yeah, Dennis was like, I know what's going on here.
I figured it out.
Know.
I've solved the puzzle.
I will not confirm nor deny that, but I'm very happy that I'm doing pretty good right now. So I have a story I want to tell, but I can't. It's just one of the. It's just.
You just look into the camera and say it with your eyes.
Are you guys? Can I tell you that it's not gross, but it could have been gross. So I earlier today was at the urinal, so standing up, going pee-pees, and then I had like a little fart, right? So I was gonna just let it out. It turned out it was not a little fart, but I didn't let it go. I felt it not being a fart before it became not a fart, and then I was like, "Whoa!" And then I had to like.
And then did you poop in the urinal?
You just turn around. You're like the closest thing.
Oh.
Dustin, you have to, if you go to the bathroom in this building, you have to tell us if there's poop in the urinal.
There's no poop in the urinal.
The Comedy Spot has lost their lease here.
But it was so close. I was like, I had to do that little like
penguin walk,
the little waddle over to, and everything was fine. Everything was good. Mm-hmm. But dude, Dennis said, "Oh no, a shark!"
But it wasn't. It was really close.
It was really
so it's
close.
different.
Luckily, my body was like, "No, you gotta not do that."
Have you ever heard the saying, "Don't trust a fart"?
Yeah, well, today I'm testing the limits of that. That is true. Whew. It was crazy. I'm fine. If you know if it went poorly, because we're in like a little room.
That's like fucking nightmare scenario is like the oven, which is what we affectionately call this room.
Yes. Being
90 degrees and then also smell. I would have to leave or I would just throw up.
I would leave. There's no way I would do the show. What's really funny is we started off filming today and it was the perfect temperature for a studio with multiple people in it.
Yeah.
And now you can feel it swamping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot.
But that's good. I'd rather it be swamping up now when we're leaving instead of like right at the beginning. Okay, that's it.
I had a friend watch the first show that we did and she really liked it.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, you did talk about how hot it was, like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it was really fucking hot.
It was really hot. We discovered that this like set of rooms has its own thermostat. Didn't know that before.
There you go.
Found out. All right. Well, Dustin, is there anything that you would like to share before we leave?
Tell us your secrets.
My secret?
It's a safe space.
Oh, ask me a secret.
Oh.
How do you ask something silly like in college, who did you have a crush on?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go to a 4-year college, so I didn't have like the traditional college experience where I'm like, oh, there was that person. I remember there being like a cute girl in my math class. And like we kind of sat next to each other, and that was probably it. And then I had a girlfriend, and yeah,
so you must have had a crush on.
I wish I had better dirt than that. Like,
wait, did you have a crush on your girlfriend?
no, that's why it didn't work out. Look,
You heard it
are
here
a great
first,
person.
folks.
I just don't have a crush on you.
It happens.
Yeah.
Kendra was asking about a new job. Like you did you ever say somewhere that you didn't have it? Like you
So this was about a year and a half ago that we talked about that I got fired. Yes. So I got fired from my last job.
Yeah.
I feel like I went out like a hero though. It was doing the same work that I'm doing now. But what got me fired was the company sent out like a company-wide email that was basically saying that, hey, we are going to be short a day on the paycheck because there's a holiday and we didn't get paid for holidays. It's only if we worked, we got paid. If we didn't get paid. So they sent out like a company-wide email saying like, hey, we'll let you cash in like one of your like paid days off to offset the paycheck, you know? And then so I sent the email back saying like, hey, if you have to send a company-wide email to your entire staff because we're going to miss a single day and that's going to be a hardship for most people, maybe we could consider a cost of living adjustment. I tried to say it like nicer, but I was just kind of very like, hey, like calling out the fact like this is ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
And so then I got called in and I got fired. But ended up being okay because now I've since started my own company. And so now I work for myself and it's been way better. And so, yeah. So it's kind of one of those bad things, but I don't even know that it was bad. At that point, like I knew like sending that email that I was like positive they weren't going to be like, oh, this is a great idea. Oh, wow. You know, we hadn't thought of that. Like I knew it was kind of stirring the pot. And I did do like reply all, you know.
Bold.
Oh, you were,
yes.
yes.
And so I knew I was kind of this, but at the same time, it was just like, I was like, I just am going to call out that, you know.
That's pretty wild for
yeah.
them to be like, sorry, everybody.
Maybe they changed their policies after you left. You know, maybe you made a lasting impression on them.
No.
Okay. All right.
Sounds like good riddance, honestly.
Yeah.
So
I think you did the right thing.
So,
Yeah.
So I feel like it was for the best. And also now it's been really cool that I created my own program and do the same work that I do. I'm even doing it with a lot of people that I used to work with as well. And so it's ended up being kind of one of those blessings where like it kind of just worked out. Which is a funny thing because that happened with the other theater that I was a part of is that we got fired and then we started our own theater.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because of it. So I have
That's right. You told me that.
don't
story.
you ever fire me.
No,
Brian.
No, because they'll do something better afterwards.
I've already done enough to spur other people to start their own theaters. I don't have to do it more. Brett is on here. He's watching. By the way, hi, Brett. Good to see you. Brett comes to ACL a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you were in the private show we did for him and his family. No? It doesn't matter. Okay, well, Brett says, are you hiring? I have skills. That's just for you. Brett, go ahead and send your resume
To laugh at Sacramento.
We are hiring.
I'm hiring for.
It was the only email I could think of in the moment.
To genre _ high
Underscore improv.
Yeah, on Instagram. All right, we're going to get out of here. I actually have to go and take pictures.
I thought you were going to say something else. I have to go.
I have to go.
That 15 minutes is happening now.
Listen, there is a time when we got to get. No, I have to go over to the comedy spot because I'm taking pictures I'm taking pictures of Improv Taste Test because Improv Taste Test is going to be featured in Sacktown magazine.
Cool.
And so they, like publications don't have a lot of cash these days, so we're going to supply some high-res pictures to them. So I'm going to go take pictures.
Nice.
So,
Let's get out of here.
Dustin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Jordan, thanks as always for doing this every single week and doing such a good job. Shirley said take pictures and put a poop emoji next to it. No, take pictures. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take pictures. I'm not gonna go poop. Wait, I'm not gonna poop. Fuck it, forget it. All right, that's the end of this.
This is a business.
I'm not taking pictures. Yeah. That totally threw me.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will be back here next week, same time, same place. You know us, you love us. Okay.
Join us for Big Day Giving.
Bye.
Bye.